Girls, it's a pleasure to talk to you again.
Yeah.
First of all, what comes through your minds when you're offered a film called Pride and Prejudice and Zombies?
I think I was initially apprehensive, I guess, because I'm a big Austen fan and I didn't know how they could work together, but then I read the script and I loved it, you know. It was fun and the worlds kind of meshed together better than I expected they would.
Yeah, I agree. I was confused by the title and I was a bit cynical, and then I read it and loved it and I enjoyed playing it, and I think that the zombies brought out certain themes of the book, and I love fighting. I loved being a hero.
I kept thinking throughout the film that Jane Austen would be so proud of this adaptation. This is like feminism to its to its core, basically. She would have liked the feisty,
I think
girl
so.
power.
And also, I think that you can tell from everything Jane Austen's written is that she has an incredible sense of humour and sharp wit, and I think she'd enjoy, you know, this version which has got a great sense of humour to it as well.
Look, basically it's like all her girls, and instead of just being independently minded and, you know, strong-willed, they're actually like physically strong. They're physically empowered, and I think she'd be all for it.
I know that there were very little stunt people on set, so you did a lot of the fighting yourselves. How much training are we talking about?
We both did months of it before, individually, and then we got together a month before the film, all the Bennett sisters, and we all trained together, and actually Mr. Darcy as well, Sam, and we all fought together, and we tried out different weapons, and we did martial arts, and we learnt the choreography and the stunts, and it was really extensive and really hard. It was a lot of hard work.
It was great though, because it was like a good bonding exercise to start the shoot off with.
Mm-hmm.
There's a rumor circulating between the junket rooms that you girls are Spice Girl fans. Were they an inspiration for this? I mean, they are a bit like a girl band, those
Yeah,
Bennett
I
sisters,
thought we were like the Spice Girls with swords.
Hilarious. I don't remember thinking about the Spice Girls bit until after the fact.
Yeah, I think we did one photo all together where we kind of posed, but we were actually more like Bond girls, all doing like with
Charlie's
our
Angels.
Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
It's all fun because it's all like a very uplifting way to just go on
To
a set.
approach it, yeah.
Actually, Charlie's Angels is probably the last film I've seen where it's been like
Three kick-ass
girls, and this is like 5 kick-ass women.
Yeah.
And a similar sort of, well, not the same tone, but yeah.
Who's developed the best skills objectively?
Lily.
No, I think you. I don't have any skills
overall,
anymore.
It's not something you forget about.
Yeah, I think if I trained up again, but I think Bella did 3 months of Kung Fu. I just mainly got fit, so you specialised more in...
Mate, you were pushing a car around a car park. I never got there or could get there.
I did a lot of like strength, like I got very strong.
Don't mind him.
Don't mind him.
Rude.
Oh, well, you know.
It's another actor.
It's another actor. We'll tell him off later.
Parson Collins causing trouble.
Useless.
With the French.
Yeah.
How were the locations? Were you like in classical Jane Austen territory, but with zombies? Did it feel a bit surreal?
Yeah, it felt really surreal. Sometimes we'd be having our lunch and there would be a zombie sitting opposite us, like with its face melting off into its dinner.
But yeah, we did go to some beautiful locations. I wish I could remember the names of them.
Hatfield House,
okay.
We also went into this amazing forest somewhere, in South England somewhere, I think, and it was incredible. They set out like a whole sort of army camp.
Oh yeah.
The in-between, which is this sort of dead land, and that was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Jane Austen stories translate anywhere, and the structure of the stories can be transported into, I think, any film. Which one that's adapted from Jane Austen's structure did you like the most? Are you more of a Bridget Jones type, or?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Bridget Jones. They're making a new one. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
Bridget Jones's baby.
Oh my
Bridget Jones'
goodness.
baby, yeah. Our mum's in Bridget Jones. Sally Phillips, who plays our mum, she's in Bridget Jones.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So definitely Bridget Jones.
Yeah.
'Cause I love our
Our
mum.
mum's in there.
It's true. You're a fun mum.
Yeah.
Just a bit too obsessed with wealth in the film. But
Yeah.
Is it an interesting time for the both of you, waiting for the next very different role? I mean, obviously coming in from Cinderella, this could not have been further in terms of scope. Do you enjoy getting like something completely different?
Yeah, I think that's the main fuel for doing it. I think if you repeat yourself too much, it can get a bit boring. I from now on really want to kind of keep doing polar opposites, so that I'm challenging myself and pushing myself.
Bella?
Variety's the spice of life.
Yeah.
How do you choose a role usually?
I don't know. I just whatever. If I read the script and like it, I do it. You know, it's pretty. I don't have any like major strategy. It's just whether if I like it or I think I can do something with it.
It's a very strong year at the Oscars this year for females. So who are you supporting? What films have you seen?
Brie Larson
And Alicia.
Yeah, of course. Have you seen the film? And obviously you were with Kate in Cinderella.
Yeah. I think that I think that Brie. I mean, I think all those women should and could and might win the Oscar, but I guess Alicia's a mate of mine, and
I'm just like Brie Larson.
No, but Brie Larson.
Look, I love Room. I was just really blown away by it.
Yeah, so that's like as a breakout. I mean, I know she's been acting forever, and she's done. I love all her stuff, but that's as a sort of breakout, really small budget independent movie.
Yeah.
I think
really
it's
impressive.
remarkable,
yeah.
and to work with Jacob, that young boy, and such a strong.
Might give him the Oscar, even though he wasn't nominated. Was he?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't nominated. I think he should have
give
been.
Him the Oscar.
Well, it was you that was saying that about. Oh no, it wasn't. About that, like, let's not get into depth discussion about Room.
It was a great, very gripping film, very engaging. I thought it was really great. Coming back to this, tell us about the costumes and how much they add to an experience like that.
I think they're incredible. I love going to my costume fitting because you begin to realise how you stand, and I think it's really a part of discovering your character, especially with this. When I started trying on leather and these long coats and these knee-high boots and the slits in the skirt, I kind of, again, I understood the tone in a way that was really useful.
Plus the corset's like a constant reminder of how you should stand and how you should hold yourself for the period. I just wish I could wear them all the time. No, it was great. I love the costumes.
Tell us about the rest of the cast. Obviously, Sam, in his own words, played Mr. Darcy as a punk rock James Bond, something like that. I mean, he does bring a fun, quirky aspect.
Yeah, I do think in the start when he says like the name's Darcy, I was like, God, it's Darcy, James Darcy. He's like totally done it like James Bond. I think he's amazing. I think he's like the most wonderful actor.
He's my favourite Darcy.
So cool, and he's so sexy.
Yeah. Yeah.
In his long leather coat.
Yeah.
Bingley's not bad. Douglas is not bad at all.
Like when I first met Douglas, I couldn't even look at him. He was so gorgeous. I was just like hurt my eyes.
I think Doug as well. He's so charming, and I think
he kind of is a Bingley.
Well. He is a bit of a Bingley. Bingley.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Bingley.
We had big discussions whether it was Bingley or Bingley.
Yeah, how to pronounce it. Oh God.
Memorable in any case. And also, the boys said that they wouldn't watch maybe Pride and Prejudice initially, but they would watch Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Do you think this adds another element of audience, and the boys would be like just more interested in it too?
I hope so too.
Yeah, I think there may be a younger audience, or I also think it's a great date movie. I think it's good for boys and girls, so I hope that happens.
Exactly. It's a nice date. It's Valentine's film.
Yeah,
exactly.
It is quite fun. And finally, what's the first Jane Austen novel you've ever read?
Well,
I think it was Pride and Prejudice, and then Emma. Yeah.
Yeah, Pride and Prejudice, definitely.
I remember I did Emma for A-levels, and I had so many notations on my book that I'd basically written the whole essay in my book before I did the exam.
So you were an actress from a very young age.
Well, I wasn't very good at English. I got a C.
Well, you did well anyway. So.
Yeah. I got an A in biology.
There you go.
And RE in philosophy. That's not done me down.